What's going on, everybody? My name is Icey Ives, representing the Rock Force crew in Frozen Flow, straight out of Anchorage, Alaska. And today, we're gonna be learning how to do a windmill to 90, brought to you by Spin Control. So today, I'm actually rocking the classic black hoodie and the 5-panel brake cap in order for me to execute this move properly. So when learning this move, obviously, there are some requirements. First, you should have your windmills mastered, both stab and your head. You should be also able to start on your hands, go to a windmill, and push up back to land on your feet. You should obviously also have 190 at least, and you should be able to roll back to a handstand pretty easily as well. Let's get right into it. So there's two ways I'm gonna teach you how to get into this move. One is starting seated like this in a straddle position. This is actually the way I learned it. I learned this move in a really tight area, so that forced me to really have control over my body. So one thing I want to tell you guys is hand placement for this move is very important. So when we are doing our windmill and pushing up, it's important that our offhand, which is my left hand, is going to be right next to my ear when I push up. And my other hand should be ready to place, not too far. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely hard for us to execute a 90 after we push up, and we don't want to be too close. Otherwise, that will also mess us up to go from windmill to 90. So we just want to be nice and easy like this, shoulders width apart. So this is where the windmill plays a part. You should be able to have this starting point, swing, take your offhand, push up like that. Now we're just gonna learn how to roll off the side of our head. So again, I start here, boom, plant, roll off the side of my head and push up. Another important factor of this move, starting in this position, is learning where to roll off on your back. You wanna find that sweet spot. And if I were to point that out exactly, it would be right here. Now that you feel comfortable with that, let's practice placing our hand down and pushing up to our feet, almost like a windmill coin drop. So when we come up here, boom, push up, feet. Start here, push up, feet. Shoulders width apart. Now let's actually practice rolling up to a handstand. And this is where the rollback handstand is gonna take part, right? Because when we roll back handstand, we're using the same muscles that we need to get up there. So let's add all those steps together and let's try our best to push up to handstand. Understanding that you may not hit it the first time or the second time, but with hard work and dedication, we will get there. Let's go. We start here, roll up, push, handstand. When you push up from windmill to the 90, the way we're learning it from seated right now, try your best to find that straddle position. Because when we come up there, and if our legs are closed, we might not have that balance to find in order for us to spin to that 90, learning it first, right? So that's something to think about as well. And when you feel comfortable pushing up to a straddle, from the way we started it, feel free to attempt your 90 now. Let's get it. Boom. Ta. Now, let's learn it the second way, which is starting from standing. So when I'm learning it from standing, the way I learned it was having that perfect bounce off your back. Again, my sweet spot is right here. So this is the way I learned my windmill 90. When I started from here, and when I came down, I really took my time to find that bounce, just like this. Bounce. So there's that sweet spot you have to hit in order for that bounce. So I'm kind of holding just slightly when I get down to my windmill in order for me to set up for that bounce. One more time. Offhand by your ear, pushing up, shoulders width apart, not too far off. So we go plant, bounce, straddle. you're feeling pretty comfortable pushing up to a handstand now from a coin drop, now we're gonna just add our 90. Don't break down the move too much, where we do a windmill, bounce, handstand, weight, and then push up, right? Should be one fluid motion all together. So you may be curious on how we can execute this move and condition ourselves so it becomes easier. One thing that has helped me with this move is understanding that my shoulders need to be really strong for this move. So what I like to do a lot is pike push-ups, which is this right here. And my hands are the same distance as my legs, a little past shoulders width apart, and all I'm doing is coming down, almost touching my head to the ground and pushing back up, just like that. Boom, and I am also on the balls of my feet. So this actually helps us train those muscles we need to push up from a windmill during that rotational movement. For me, I do 15, take 30-second rest, 15 again, and I do that for 3 sets. So some possibilities with this move, when you master it, is that you'll be able to get in and out of it differently. A windmill 90 could be a different windmill variation, push up to a 90. You can go back to windmill, or you can do a different variation windmill, push up to 90, go to flare, completely up to you. I just want to give a couple shout outs for this move in particular. Shout outs to Bboy Physics. When I saw him doing magnet mills and pushed up to 90 out of nowhere, I was like, yo, that's freaking crazy, because how fast he was going, and then just to push up to 90, that requires mad control. So for that, I was truly inspired by that movement, and I wanted to train that move even harder. Another person is B-Boy Gerald, representing the Rock Force crew, rest in peace. The way he comboed in and out of this move was very smooth and effortless. And for that, he made me want to work on my windmill combos and take it to the next level. Again, y'all, this was Icey Ives representing the Rock Force crew in Frozen Flow out of Anchorage, Alaska, teaching you how to do a windmill 90, brought to you by the Spin Control. For more information, make sure to check out the website and the link below. And let us know in the comments on what we should teach you guys next. Much love, y'all. Peace.